It is time for our Monday Motivation, and this morning we're focusing on volunteer work. Joining us this morning is author and speaker Pete Blank. Good to see you.
Good to see you, sir.
Yes. You know, we should be motivated to volunteer. It's
right.
helping out others.
Yeah.
But some people may say, well, that means I don't get paid.
Well, volunteers, the idea of volunteering has been around for, you know, a long time. In fact, let me throw this question to you, Mike. Who do you think started the first ever volunteer firehouse back in the 1700s?
Derek Jeter. No.
No, not Derek.
I'm going to go back farther. Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin, right. So we're going back to the 1700s where he decided, let's do a volunteer firehouse where we didn't have the jobs at the time, but volunteer firefighters were, you know, part of the thing. So that sort of grew into the 18th century and 19th century. Now you have a lot of formal places where you can volunteer, like your Rotary clubs, your Kiwanis clubs, things like that. But volunteering is a great way that you can motivate yourself and motivate others.
Well, so let's talk about that. So talk about the benefits it gets for you.
Well, the first thing it does is it connects you to other people. So as you're growing and developing your own personal leadership style, or you're trying to meet more people in the community, number one, it connects you to others. Second thing, it makes you feel better about yourself because you're doing something and not putting yourself first like we all tend to do most of the time. And the third thing is it could advance your career, but at the end of the day, it's just fulfilling. When you volunteer in your community, it's a fulfilling thing you can do.
It makes you more well-rounded, I would think, but then some people may think, well, I just don't have the time to do this.
Well, the first thing you want to do, if you are a full-time employee somewhere, check with your organization to see if they have a volunteer policy. Like I work at the Personnel Board of Jefferson County, and we actually pay our employees 16 hours, 2 days. If you want to go volunteer anywhere in the community, my organization will pay for us to go out and be involved in the community. So if you got a full-time job, some companies provide that because people want that. But other things you can do is just be involved in your church, volunteer to teach Sunday school or Bible study. You know, professional groups are always looking for people to jump in and just volunteer and get stuff done. A community can't really function without volunteerism. You know, I mean, it takes a village to get a lot of this great stuff
I would think long term it helps in our longevity in terms of happiness.
Right. It makes you happier as you go through life because, again, it takes the focus off of yourself for a while and puts it on other people. And there's so many ways that you can volunteer.
And by the way, we want to say, you mentioned Ben Franklin.
Right.
And we want to thank all our volunteer firefighters. There's a ton of them out there.
Doing great. I mean, we get spoiled in our communities because a lot of our firefighters are paid. So many smaller cities, it's all run by volunteers, and you can't do it without them. We appreciate them.
All right, get motivated this Monday. Thank you, Pete.
You're welcome.